Hi guys, I want to talk to you today about a nasty little thing called fear. Fear is what has stopped me from wanting to make this video. Fear is what has, well, kept my husband from wanting to start a business. Um, Fear is what has kept me locked up in my own self-imposed prison for years. And today I say no. And I say yes to my future. And that's what I want you to think about today. What do you want in your future? If your future is big enough for you, if it is worth it for you, you are worth your future. You're worth it. And let me tell you about years ago when I didn't think I had a future. I was 17, depressed, sick, failing in school, failing at everything that I had easily succeeded at in the past. My relationships with my family were extremely strained and stressed. I withdrew from friends at school. I I was physically very, very ill. I had breakouts all over my face, not just like teenage ones, like cysts on my face. And I missed 25 days of school that semester, sick days, dizzy, migraines, insomnia, infections, crazy, crazy things happening to my body and soul, really. And one day, it kind of came to a head, and I said, God, I can't do this anymore. Not like I tried. I've given it an honest effort, and I need help. And if you, and I know I'm not supposed to do this, but I need you to show, I don't see a way out. And I need you to show me a way, because if you don't, then I don't see what other option I have than to take my life. In that moment, friends, my life and my prayer was answered, and I was delivered by my future. I knew that I would have children one day, and I knew that they loved me, and I knew that they cared, even if I didn't think or feel that anybody else did, whether that was the truth or not. I don't think it was, but that was how I felt. And I learned that day that I had a future, that I had a purpose, that my life had a meaning, and that there were people that loved me. That truth and that knowledge is what carried me through, to be honest, some hellish years ahead of that. But I eventually found my way, and the greatest thing that I discovered was the truth of who I was. And that's what Andrew and I would like to offer you through this blog, that you would have an opportunity to learn about who you are and go on this journey with us. And now, one of those ways uh, the that I'm very passionate about learning who you are is through building a business. Now, you might be wondering, does that have to do with learning to build a business? Well, this goes back to another experience. When I was a very young girl, I was sexually abused. And as a child, I didn't know how to express that, so I chose to translate that experience to money. The thought was very literal. It was, I feel robbed. And so because I was a child, I thought as a child, and I robbed back. Um, I went through a period of time where I would compulsively steal from from my abusers. And anyway, I would compulsively steal, and then I didn't know what to do, so I would lie about it. So my father corrected me, which was right, but I carried that shame for a really long time, and it wasn't until recently, even just, I mean, it's hit me a few times, but even just days ago, that I realized, oh my gosh, I converted my worth to money, and I didn't even think I was worth $1 bill, which is why I've carried debt. Maybe you've done the same thing with your weight. Maybe you've carried weight because you don't think you're worth looking good, or it's the physical form of shame that you're carrying. So maybe it's debt, maybe it's weight, maybe it's any number of things in your life that you've been carrying around needlessly. And I invite you to consider that you too have a future, that God has a plan for you, and that you were born into this world for a very special need and a very special purpose that only you can fill and no one else. No one can take that from you. No one can take the knowledge of who you are. And once that you're able to receive that in your life, I promise you, you can achieve anything and any dream that you desire. Um, that that I believe God would want for you. He'd want any good thing for you. So, if you want to become the person that you want to become, if you want to achieve the dreams, goals, um, uh, in any area of your life, financially, emotionally, physically, uh, spiritually, family relationships, have more fun in your life, then I invite you to become a regular member and part of our follower of our blog, that we can communicate and connect via this blog and Facebook and email. And tell us your name, where you're from, your story, and if you want to learn to achieve your dreams, like Andrew and I, we have our having our first call this Wednesday night, and we would invite you to come on that call to learn more about who you are and how you can overcome your health issues, your uh, weight issues, your financial issues, anything that is keeping you stuck from living the life designed for you and by you. So, if you want to become a designer and a creator of your universe, and you have a desire to serve, and you want to have more fun and become more effective in whatever it is that you do, I invite you to come onto our call Wednesday night. Please email us. The email is below, and we will send you the link and invite you to the call. I love you very, very much. Andrew and I will be very happy to share our lives with you, and we hope to get to know each of you as well. And I hope you have a fabulous day. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.